Hey guys, some gamer dude here, so if you want to keep up with the channel, make suggestions for new videos, or just want to talk with me personally, I've got a new Discord server, links in the description, hope to see you there, and let's get on with the video. Hey guys and gals, some gamer dude here. Bakugan as a game is going to attract people to certain characters, either they like the design or the colour scheme and the design. Then that Bakugan will become their favourite. Some people, Hunter Surge mostly, will tell you that your favourite Bakugan is uncompetitive and that you should choose something better to stand a chance. He's not wrong. Some Bakugan are natively more competitive than others, and if you want to be highly competitive at Bakugan, his videos over at Brawler Cafe are definitely worth your time. But I'm not here to talk about competitive Bakugan. I want to take a different path. I want to focus on your favourite Bakugan. I want to make it the best it can be. Chances are, the Bakugan that just clicks with you for aesthetic reasons isn't seen as good, and that's okay. But instead of giving up on it, I want to look at what it has to offer and build around that. Some of you will be able to compromise to pick a better option. You just like the mold. Webam is a great example of this. I really like Webam. Not a spider guy, but he's top 3 molds so far. Aquos Webam uses double shields, so he can fit in a mono shields or mono shield Aquos deck. Same goes for Aurelus and Chaos Pegatrix. They fit in something natively. But what if you're being a bit more stubborn than that? I really like Darkest Mantonoid Ultra too. I like the mold. I like the colour scheme. I'd love to use him in something. He's also abysmal. 304 with a magic shield and a regular shield. He evolves very late for 5 energy, and that just gets you a 410 Titan Mantonoid Ultra, where he gets a triggered ability of when you discard a card, he gains 400 B power. So where do we go with this? What do we actually know about Darkest Mantonoid Ultra? He's weak, comes in with shields to compensate for that, he costs a ton to evolve, and he has interactions with Darkest Sacrifice mechanic, wherein you discard cards to gain additional benefits. The cost of evolution isn't that hard to figure out. Ventus ramps. It's a fairly obvious solution to the problem. Get there faster. So we look over what Ventus has to offer, especially things that can use the other aspects of Darkest Mantonoid Ultra, so either pitch synergy or magic shields. We find Ventus Pegatrix, who gains buffs for magic shields. So that's the second part of the team sorted. Finally, our third. We've got 2 snags here. Pitch support is pretty much just 2 cards, China Riot and Hyper Aurelus Nilius. China is not really worth running, while Nilius doesn't offer us anything. While we could go for a mono magic shield Bakugan to try to boost consistency of landing on magic shields for Pegatrix, none of them really suit the deck. Pyrus Halcor being the closest. But he's worse than Mantonoid on base, and his Evo also costs 5. I'd still like to keep to something with a magic shield. I don't know how concerned I am with faction, since Ventus has Crystal Quake. I would like to use a faction to compensate for sacrifice, but I'm a bit more concerned about having a good early Bakugan with an affordable Evo and a magic shield. Unfortunately, nothing really suits my needs. Chaos Scorpion Ultra's Evo costs 6. Ventus Strox needs to evolve. Shadow Strike isn't a great keyword, so Darkest Fangzor Ultra isn't great. This leaves us without a real additional faction. It leaves us with Aurelus. Aurelus isn't the worst option now we have Age of Aurelus. White Mind and Sleepwave are decent cards worth using, but unfortunately the damage reduction cards, they kinda need more hand draw than just Crystal Quake can provide, pushing us into multiple cards that need hand refueling. I'd really just rather running Aquos Pyrivian Ultra, but it's so unimpressive as a card. Just 604 with Frost Strike if it's your only open Bakugan. Even if it hits a magic shield, it's only 1250 max. But Aquos has some of the best draw in the game. On the flip side, we have Aurelus Halcor Ultra, with decent stats and buffs for hitting magic shields. It doesn't have dual magic shields, but it comes with one and a cheap Evo with 900 base B power and a potential 12 damage. It also gives us Sleep Wave, which is really decent ramp. So I decided to look over the other options we had for gaining cards. Dust to Dust works with Mantonoid and results in a +1. That's about it. There is Tremor, but it suits a shield deck rather than what we're making. So Dust to Dust and Crystal Quake are about it. So the question becomes, is that enough draw to refill the damage reduction and sacrifice costs a hand? Well, only playtesting can tell us. I honestly think that Halcor is probably the best choice, just for better RAM. So we end up with Darkus Mantinoid Ultra, Ventus Pegatrix, and Aurelus Halcor Ultra. So there you have it. This is an example of how to analyze your favorite Bakugan, what to look for, and what to look for in partners. How to give it the best fighting chance. I don't promise miracles. I don't promise a competitive team. What I am trying to help you achieve is a team worth using, a team with worth, a team with value, a team with synergy. I hope this video helps everyone get to use their favorite Bakugan in some capacity. This has been Some Gamer Dude, and thanks for watching.